Have you ever wondered how much teachers earn in Japan? It's one of the most respected professions in the country. And when people imagine the Japanese education system, they often think of discipline, high test scores, and well-paid, organized schools. But how much do teachers really make, and what kind of life can that salary actually support? Before we break it down, tap subscribe to follow more real videos about how people actually live and earn around the world. Simple, direct, and based on truth. Now let's get into it. In Japan, teaching is considered an honorable and stable career. The country invests heavily in education, and teachers are held to high standards. Most public school teachers work in elementary, junior high, or high schools, and most of them are full-time government employees. So what's the pay like? Let's start with the gross income. A newly hired teacher in Japan earns the equivalent of about $2,200 to $2,800 per month, depending on the region. That's before taxes and deductions. After around 10 years of experience, that salary increases to about $3,200 to $3,800 per month. Veteran teachers with 20 or more years can earn over $4,000 monthly, especially if they take on administrative roles. On paper, it looks decent, and in many ways, it is. But there's more to the story. In Japan, teachers work a lot. The average workday often extends beyond classroom hours. They're expected to arrive early, stay late, manage club activities, attend meetings, and even supervise students on weekends. It's not unusual for a teacher to work 50 to 60 hours a week, even though they're only paid for 40. And while Japan offers national health insurance and pension plans, the job can be physically and emotionally draining. Now let's talk about expenses. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Japan is about $500 to $800 per month, depending on the city. In Tokyo, it's often higher, up to $1,000 for a small studio. In smaller cities and rural areas, it can be as low as $400. Utilities add another $100 to $200 per month. Food costs around $300 to $400 for a single person, more if they eat out frequently. Transportation is efficient but not cheap. Monthly commuter passes can cost between $100 and $200, especially in large cities. So, a younger teacher in Tokyo making $2,500 per month might spend over half of their salary just on rent and basic necessities. They live in small apartments, often under 25 square meters. Many don't own cars and rely entirely on public transport. Saving money isn't easy, at least not in the early years. But here's what makes teaching in Japan different. Despite the workload, many teachers say they feel respected, both by the public and their students. There's a cultural sense of duty and pride in the profession. Students clean their own classrooms. Parents are highly involved. And education is seen as a shared social responsibility, not just a job. There's also a strong union presence, and job security is extremely high. Teachers rarely worry about layoffs or unstable contracts. Once you're in for life if you choose to stay. Of course, it's not perfect. Burnout is common. The pressure to perform is intense. And for foreign teachers, especially English language instructors working through private programs, the pay is usually much lower, ranging from $1,500 to $2,200 per month, with fewer benefits. Still, many teachers stay for decades. Not for the money, but for the purpose. Because they feel they're shaping the next generation, and they're doing it in a country that, despite its flaws, still deeply values education. So, how much do teachers earn in Japan? Enough to live modestly. Enough to survive with stability. And for some, enough to feel proud of what they do even when the paycheck isn't huge. If you want more real videos about real jobs, real lives, and what people actually earn, subscribe now. New videos every day, simple, direct, and real. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.